Hey everybody, my name's Carl. This is my bathroom. That means it's time for a shave. It has been 6 days since I had a shave. I'm looking pretty scruffy. I need to fix that before I go back to work tomorrow or my bosses will gripe at me. So let's get down to it. What are we using today? Well, it's Sunday, 13 August. So that means we're still in August. Duh. So we're going to be using Arko for Arko August. And today's flavor is going to be moist. First time using this cream. I've already got it whipped up in the trusty salsa dish with the Wet Shave Club brush, Boar brush. Beautiful lather. These Arko creams, they're great. You know, I like the stick Arko, but these creams are really nice. And like I said in my last video, some people say that the stick dries them out a little bit. I don't have that issue with the stick, but I definitely haven't noticed any drying at all with the creams. So I am out of the shower. I had a head shave while I was in there. Used the Headblade Moto with the 4-blade cartridge. Got that all knocked out. And let's get on to what we're using besides the cream and the brush. Today is a shave that I've been waiting to do. I'm excited about this. It's going to be the first use with the Focus Slim AL. If you guys have been following in the Shavette World Facebook group, this is the second one of these I've ordered. They both have actually come with scratches from the manufacturer. The first one I thought it was a shipping error because they did a poor job shipping it. The second one I got, which is this one, was packed really well. It was from a different seller. They took every precaution in the world that you could take to not scratch the razor. And unfortunately, the razor came scratched. I don't know if you can really see it. Let me get some of this water off of there. If you can really see, kind of right in here, razor scratched up. And I think that is because of the manufacturer's packaging. If you look at it, the razor sits in here, the tail, and then the body of the razor sits here. And during shipping or moving around, this little flap scratches. You know, I ordered the silver one, go Team Silver, but I think, or I haven't seen anybody who's ordered a colored one have that issue. So maybe it's just something with the silver one. Maybe there's something in the dye or the paint of the colored aluminum that makes it a little stronger. Anyway, on to the rest of the shave. I've got Cremo rubbed into my beard already. Let's get going. Enough talking. Let me get a little water here. So it's Sunday, man. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Getting ready for the work week. If you work the Monday through Friday job, or you're just going back to work tomorrow, hope you had a good weekend, a good week in general. I have been off for 5 days. I took a couple of days off just because I needed to burn some time. We accrue time off at our job relatively quickly, and I tend to save mine up because I never know when my back is going to go out. So I end up taking quite a bit of time off. I'm sure probably you guys think this guy never works. He's always on some kind of short vacation. But it's really just because I bank my time. Like I said, I never know when my back is going to go out. So I am always saving as much time as possible, and I really kind of only use it before I lose it, because we do have a use it or lose it kind of a cruel system. Once we get to a certain amount of time in our PTO bank, we start to lose it. So that's how that works. I'm sure you guys always wondered about the intricacies of how I get my PTO. But anyway, I should probably work this lather in just a little bit more. But yeah, so everything's going good on my end. It's been a pretty uneventful week for the most part. Chilling out at the house, taking some time off, prepping out my meals. Did a bunch of batch cooking today. Got my meals ready for the week. And on the menu I have 3-bean chili over polenta, so it's like a polenta chili casserole. Looks pretty tasty. I made some white bean and avocado wraps. And then breakfast, of course, is always oatmeal and fruit. Which brings me to the weight loss. Haven't weighed. I only weigh on Mondays, but I think I'm probably about down a pound or so, which is fine. You know, I expecting big losses for the first couple of weeks, and I had them, 20 pounds in 2 weeks, and I'm expecting to settle out about a pound or so every week after that, hopefully. Trying to get that 100 pounds, off of me. Oh, I forgot to mention blade. Gillette Silver Blue. Second use on this half. So I'll tell you right off the bat, the razor is super light. And I typically don't have great luck shaving with light razors. Something about a heavier razor, just more comfortable in the hand to me, and I feel like I have a little more control over it. The weight of the razor, less pressure, better cut. But first little strokes, pretty nice. Very comfortable in the hand. It's super light though. But so far, very nice to shave with. The razor and that silver blue making light work of those whiskers. Very nice. I'm assuming that everybody who watches this channel is a shaver or knows a shaver. I hope you're having good shaves. I'd been getting into the habit of trying to shave more often. I've worked out a pretty good schedule where I can shave, 2 or 3 times a week, which is good for me, and good for my skin since it's pretty sensitive, but I still get to have a fair amount of shave so I can keep the dream alive with the shaving, So it was kind of weird to take so long off because I wanted to really kind of grow out my scruff to see how this razor did. And so far, you can see it. It's a great shaver. It's very comfortable in the hand. Like I said, it maneuvers really well. I do keep having to resist the temptation to use a little bit of pressure just because it's so light. But quick first impression is very nice. I can kind of see what all the hype is about. It's a very well made little razor. All right. Went out house hunting on Friday, hooked up with my realtor, and went and saw a handful of properties. That was kind of an interesting adventure. You know, I gotta say, we had scheduled about 5 or 6 properties to go see, but ended up only seeing like 3 or 4, because some of the properties that I wanted to go see were already under contract from other buyers. But I did see a couple that I liked, that were in my price range. But, you know, he said after talking it over with my realtor, you know, we kind of decided that we could wait. We had some time to wait to see what else comes on the market. Prices tend to go down the closer you get towards the winter. And I've got time left on my lease, so I'm not in a super big hurry. And it was nice that he's not kind of rushing me, you know. So it was interesting. All right, let's see. First pass. Let me come down here. Do a great job on the south side of the equator there. That gets a and against the gross path the first run, because it grows up, and on the upstroke I always catch myself in that groove. So all right, so anyway, that's that first pass. Very nice. Here we go. It made quick work of 6 days worth of stubble. Everything is doing its job really well. I've got some spots here on the neck. I'll get the second pass going. I'm gonna lather up and then probably speed it up, just because I don't have a lot to talk about. And the video is already 13 minutes long, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes. And all right, that's it. 3 passes, 2.5 passes. Very nice. Let's see what the old alum has to say. I can tell you it is a smooth shaver. Got a little irritation on my neck. I think I may have gone after it a little too, been a little too ambitious on the neck area. Still got a little bit of stubble there, but I always have trouble with that spot with a Shavette especially. But beautiful, beautiful shave. You can see it, it's definitely passable for work. So what can I say? Let's see. Super light, super high quality. You can just feel it in your hands. It's very comfortable, easy to shave with. If you can see, it's got some little divots here so you don't catch yourself with the corners of the razor, which is a nice touch. The blade fits very tight. The hinge is very tight. It's a great razor. It's, you know, I had a little heartburn spending the money on it twice, but definitely worth the $55 that I ended up paying for the second time. Super happy with it. Even with the scratches, can definitely see this becoming a favorite Shavette for me. Everything else worked beautifully. The Arko Moist, I mean, you saw the lather. It's an Arko cream. It worked. It's great. It's got a little bit of a, you know, all these creams have a different scent, but it's kind of the same. Very different from the stick, but just a very medicinal scent on that as well. Everything was beautiful. It was a great shave. That's what I got for this evening. I hope you have a good week coming up. Hope you had a great weekend, that you got some time in with your friends and family, because that is the most important thing. I'll see you next time. Thanks for spending some time with me. Have a good night and God bless.